What's going on, Yu-Tube? Lord Drago here. I know it's been a minute, guys. I haven't done a video since my update about getting my Nationals invite to Chicago. Shout out to Yu-Nique Alliance, who will all hopefully be in attendance. There are other factors that may be involved. You know, the price of being an adult, got other responsibilities to take care of. But anyway, I've been putting this off for as long as possible because I've been trying to do my best to find my own spin for this deck. But I mean, it's kind of difficult. The deck is what it is, and of course, I'm talking about Dragon Rulers. The next step for Lord Drago in the evolution of the Dragon series. I do my best to evolve with every deck. With every time a Dragon deck comes out, I just couldn't get it with Heretics. I tried my best. Chaos Dragons just wasn't my style, and I still feel some kind of way about the Dragon Rulers. It's pretty much like only one way to run the deck, and I'm still trying to find my own spin on it. Shout out to Richard Clark for his top at the most recent regional with, I believe he called it Disaster Sandstorm, was a mixture of using Disaster Dragon and the Dragon Rulers. If anything I got from that was the fact that there is a way to put your own spin on the Dragon Ruler deck without doing what everybody else is doing. So, of course, I'm still trying to find my way of doing it. But this is what I have so far. It's not very many differences in the deck, but this is what I have so far. Of course, I got triple Red Ox, standards, triple title, triple blaster, and triple tempest. That's standard. There's not much you can do about that. So moving on. Then you got double the babies, reacting, stream, burner, and lightning. I've tried building it without burner, but anyway. One Debris Dragon. I like Debris Dragon a lot in this deck. Goes into the level 7 synchros and allows you to go into 8 synchros by bringing back Flamebell Guard. I like Flamebell Guard in this deck. I just do. It says open up my plays is searchable, and most of the time when I open up my Gold Sark on Blaster and I have a baby in my hand already, I'll go Sark Blaster, add Flamebell Guard to my hand, and pitch Flamebell Guard with a baby. It'll still be discarding 2 dragons for Super Rejuvenation, and Debris makes this instantly live from the graveyard going to level 8s. And then my tech, Rich Clark was running this too, but I already had it in the deck, but whatever. Your Modern Dragon is very good for hand replenishment in this deck. It's just another sack monster that I was going for Lad. And also searchable by Blaster. And speaking of Lad, I run 2 copies of Lad. I was running Eclipse Wyvern, but it's kind of back and forth. I took out Red MD. As hard as that was, but honestly, he really wasn't doing much for the deck. I like Lad. Yes, he's easy to play around, but that's the whole point. Is to make you play around it, exhaust your resources, since that's the purpose of this deck, and still be able to, you know, maintain advantage in the game. So you can deal with 1 Lad, most likely being able to deal with 2, probable. I don't know. I've actually thought about going back to 3 because when I first built the deck, I was running it at 3. So we'll see what comes down the pipeline. And last but not least for the monsters, 2 effect veilers. I tried running Maxi. I tried running Battles, Fader, Swift Scarecrow. I just don't like those things. Like, I mean, Maxi, I played against what was it, an Infernity player, and I Maxi, and he just kept something just to see what he could do, just for the hell of it. And I mean, he couldn't kill me, but anything that I drew, if he could have killed me that turn, there was nothing that I drew that would have stopped it. Like, I just had a handful of cards for no reason. So I don't know. I still feel some kind of way about that. I haven't made up my mind. Let's get on to these spells. Obvious 3 Gold Sark. This card's gonna get hit so bad on the next ban list, which is fine. 3 Super Rejuvenations. I'm kind of disgusted that this card is going to get hit. This card has been out forever and has never been able to be made much use of in any deck. But now that Dragon rules have come out, this is going to cause this old card, it was like $10 now, to get hit. It is what it is. It probably needs to happen. 2 7-star swords. I've tried this card at 1. I found that 2 works out very well. So it's at 2. Heavy Storm and Book of Moon. Book of Moon just puts face down problem cards. Heavy Storm, no explanation needed. I was running Wingbeat of a Giant Dragon. I still might go back to that, especially if you're summoning with the babies. It's a sucker card. You know, most players know that when you summon with the babies, you can't attack with them. All you can do is go into an exceeded place, so they're going to wait for you to bring out another one before they hit torrential or bottomless or whatever. They're surely not going to bottomless, because bottomless is going to give you a search. So if they have back row and you summon a Dragon Ruler through a baby's effect that can't do anything, Wingbeat it. Pick back up to your hand, Heavy Storm the board. So I might go back to it. That's some reason why I was running. But anyways, on to the traps. Double breakthrough skill, double compose, and the OTK enabler return. A return does more than the OTK for this deck. Pretty much, even if you activate it during your opponent's end phase, and say you got a gang of mana play return, as long as you don't bring back 2 of the same one, they're gonna return in your hand before return tries to send them back out of play. So it's pretty good. I've seen a few decks where people have had breakthrough skill and effect Baylor or Phoenix Chain or whatever, and the comments have been, oh, it's too much, blah blah blah. This deck has a problem with monsters that shut down our summon ability, period. I don't care what you say, Phoenix Chain and breakthrough skill and effect Baylor, you should only run 1s, should run 2 breakthrough skill and Phoenix and effect Baylor, whatever. Explain this to you. And this is why I have a problem with this deck. I don't like anything that one-ofs can stop the entire deck. Shockmaster kills this deck. If any deck can go into turn 1 Shockmaster, it is highly suggested. Just call monster effects and you stun us for at least 3 turns straight. If you can't kill us in 3 turns, then you deserve for us to come back. Crimson Blader is a problem for this deck, as is Jowgen, as is Kaiku. And fortunately enough, spellbooks or prophecies main these cards now. Any other deck we can pretty much power over. Ophion is a problem. I'm not gonna lie, I fear Ophion. I hate it. I hate that it's a dragon, honestly, because again, it's just like Dino Rabbit, dragons that I can't use. So yeah, these things are necessary. I really, for Ophion, I really prefer Fiendish Chain. I really do, because they can activate the quick play spell card that, you know, allows them to not be affected by spell and traps. And if you activate break the skill and there's a problem with that, you know, break the skill is dead that time. You may have needed it to go off. Fiendish Chain, in my opinion, is better, because Fiendish Chain, you activate it, equips it to it to activate the infestation card, and it's not affected for that turn, but their next turn they have to deal with Fiendish Chain still. Either way, guys, this is what I have so far. I guess I could go into the extra deck, but I mean, really, it's all the same across the board. One Gemini Pearl in the events that I can make it. I was running 10 Goldfish for a minute just because it was a warder, and it allows me an extra, you know, special summon level 4. Those them rank 4 plays very easily. So Gemini Pearl and Queen Jagoon to Jin. Pearl just to beat over Ophion, and Jin has a great effect. So I only have 2 Draco sacks. I went through much hell and high water to acquire these 2. Third one's a proxy, which I don't even know if I'm going to worry about getting a third one. So that's 3 Draco sacks. I have 2 big guys. Shout out to Dreyer 55597 or Chris Dreyer for helping me acquire my second one. 1 Gaia Charger. He's good against the mirror match when they go into the Draco Sack tokens and just pierce the booty for more damage. 1 Dragon, Sword of Dragon Wing, still my favorite synchro in the whole game. 1 Black Rose Dragon. 1 Stardust. He's Stardust. Colossal Fighter, pretty much for the match against another dark monster to go into against the spell book. spellbook matchup for Eradicate Demon Virus. Scrap Dragon because he's Scrap Dragon. Crimson Blader for all the reasons I listed before. And Red Dragon Archfiend, he's another dark. He's a 3000 beater and good for Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Either way, guys, that's what I have so far. I'm not really open to a whole lot of suggestions unless it's something outside of what's currently being run by everybody else. Would love to hear from Richard Clark. I doubt that's going to happen, though. And there's two cards I've been looking at that came out in the set. Totally random. Radius and Parsec. I really don't know how viable these cards are going to be this format, but they are very good tech cards to a degree. Let's see. Radius says if your opponent controls a face of XYZ monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, this card becomes level 8. So he comes out. I mean, who's not running Exceeds? Radius comes out. He's 1400 attack. He becomes level 8. Can be bottomless or whatever the case may be. And you're thinking, like, what's the point? Well, that's where Parsec comes in. Parsec says if you control a level 8 monster, you can normally summon this card without tripping. So these two work hand in hand together. I think there's another set of water monsters that came out too that work that way. But either way, this will allow you to an instant Exceed summon for this guy. It's a very good card. Answers to a lot of problems. But anyway, I'm still playing around with that. And but either way, guys, that's pretty much all I got. You know, shout out to my team, Yu-Nique Alliance. Shout out to us all getting our invites and nats, and hopefully we can all make it. In the meantime, guys, as always, Lord Drago. Thanks for watching. I'm signing out.